Shh. What's up, you fools? Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel, and we are here in Amsterdam, our first live stream on site.
Yeah,
it is really weird, and I'm not alone. I got Melanie, Roy, Matt, Sean.
Yes.
So we're all here. I probably should turn this sound. Oh, there's this kid playing with the ball.
Okay.
We're okay. So we are here in this center, well, not in the center, but we're near the arena where Eurovision in concert is taking place.
Yes.
And we just figured, let's do a quick little fun live stream. We're trying to set up with a microphone. We're going to talk about it. For the two of you, first time, huh?
No,
doing this?
No.
Second time for you, right?
Second time for me, yes.
For you, first time,
It's
right?
my first
How
Eurovision
excited
time.
are you?
I am really excited. Honestly, I just can't imagine how it's going to be in the whole. And the Eurovision fans are always crazy and really excited for it.
It's really exciting. So Sean and I have been up for a while now. We met like, I don't know how many hours ago to pick up, to be there for the press thing. We had to sign in first.
Feels like years ago now.
I know, and then you have to do this whole welcome thing where all the acts walk in and be like, hi, and then
Hi.
Basically, yeah.
basically, and then they just do this really awkward public interview up there. That the winner from 1975 was there, ding a dong every hour when you pick a flower, da da da. She promoted her book as well. The mayor was there, but while the mayor was there, everyone was kind of like, okay, let's get ready for the interviews. No one paid attention.
She had a long speech as well. She really went for it.
Yeah, and we're all like, okay, get to that table. I want to talk to Israel. So we're totally not paying. So at that point, Shauna had, or everyone, not just the two of us, but all the press had 2 hours, right? And they ran over with the interview part in the beginning, so we had even 10 minutes less, I think, or something like that. So you just have to run to a table and grab them and talk to them, basically. And we tried to be strategic about it, in that sense. Not that we liked someone better or not, but we knew some acts they were more difficult to get a hold of in London or in Tel Aviv, and we figured, let's talk to them right now. What do you think? This was your second time doing this.
It was a lot less stressful than last year, I can tell you that. I think the strategy we used last year was that, you know, there was two of us, because you only get normally 2 accreditations for Eurovision in concert generally. So we sort of split up and we stayed in different queues and tried to communicate that way. But I think this year it was a lot more social, doing it the way we did, where we just stayed together, just waited for the interviews. But I enjoyed it more this year. It was less stressful.
Even though we got
some really interesting interviews, which obviously are going to be coming up very shortly on the YouTube channel next couple of days. We found out that a lot of the artists actually recognise this guy right here. He's a little bit of a celebrity in the Eurovision world, it seems. So.
It was really interesting because we walked in, right? And the first time I really wanted to talk to Israel because the host country, you know, da-da-da-da-da. So I walked up there, waited at the table, and as Kobe walked towards the table and he saw me, he's like, oh, I know you. And he came around, gave me this big hug. I'm like, oh, he's nice. So sweet. And then we did the interview for like 5 minutes. I don't know how long it was. And then at the end, like, give a hug, and he hugged again. He was so sweet. Like, he loved my reaction video. And then we walked up. No, actually, as we were waiting in line, was it the head of delegation?
Australian head of press, I think, came up and said, yeah, you know, Kate loved your video. She wants to
talk to you. And I'm like, I thought actually he said I loved your video, not that she loved it, right? And I was like, oh, thank you very much. He said she, you know, and I was like, so we walked over. Then she gave me a hug, and she was just sweet. And then we walked over to Armenia, right?
Yeah.
Strabuk. And there was like 1 or 2 people in front of us, interviews, so we waited patiently our turn. And then she's like, oh, hi, I know you. And she waved at me. And who was next? Was it Switzerland?
Yeah.
And then I walked up to Switzerland, and I don't remember. He was a little like.
He didn't know at first.
Yeah, he's like, I know.
I think you mentioned that you do the reaction videos, and then he was like, oh, that's where I know you from.
He's like, I've seen you.
Yeah,
so that was funny. And then Iceland we talked to. They were very interesting characters. And then Greece was the last one, I think. Did I skip anybody?
As they were about to kick us out,
Yeah, so. They already stopped, but the songwriters, they loved us, and we loved them, and so they're like, we don't care, you do this. I'm like, okay, thank you very, very much.
And then we just had to wait.
Now we have to wait, yes. So then that is what happened so far. So that was until 3:30, and now it's just past 5, right?
Yes.
So we have to open the lines to get into the arena in about an hour and a half, like at 6:30.
Well, I mean, the people have been queuing, so we can see it over here.
Yeah.
To my right, but people have been queuing since.
But that's been going on in front of it.
9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one was there at 9 o'clock, and
I wasn't even there yet.
no,
I
exactly.
was still
So
asleep at 9 o'clock.
yeah, me too, actually. Now and there's like the Eurovision bus that goes around to all the places, and they have like a karaoke thing going on. So they're having a lot of fun already.
Yeah.
So it's a really good vibe already.
That's wonderful. Yes, there's energy there. Like a lot of people in there already in line.
Yeah,
You can see them waving
definitely.
flags and everything.
We would
Some
move the
people-
camera, but then we would be able to put it back in position. So we're just going to leave it there. But you just have to trust our word.
Yeah.
In there. And I see some people shouting, "Are you live streaming the show for tonight?" We're not allowed to. We don't have the rights to live stream the show.
No.
That is like a little illegal. But what we will do, and it's just a weird legal thing. They're allowed the song the performances to be recorded.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
even talk. And that's what we're going to do. I have my own little app. I need to charge it, actually. We need to find a place where I can charge my my internet for a little while. I have like a hotspot. So we upload it once they're performed, and then we'll have them up there for you, assuming everything goes according to plan.
Yeah.
You never know how the internet plays along. But we will put up the clips. It will not be a live stream because, again, that's not our place, and we're not allowed to do that. Just like with Eurovision, we can't just go in the arena anymore and live stream. At some point it was allowed, and then they scrapped it, and now you cannot even record it really anymore. It's like really, really strict. So we have to obey.
It's all copyright and things like that, really.
Yeah, it's really weird. And you just gotta do it. So what else do we have?
By the way, if we look down, it's because the stream is below
Yeah.
us, so
Yeah.
it's not like we're
not like
we're
wobbly
not
heads.
falling asleep. So.
Yeah. Somebody talk real quick because I gotta change something real quick.
Okay. Well, what should
Well,
we talk about?
this is your first event. So
Yes.
Yes.
Like, what's your
What did-
expectation? Are you covering the microphone?
Man, it's like I don't know what to expect really. I'm just gonna be there and just gonna soak it all in and just gonna watch all the perfect performances and really hype for Iceland. And I think they will tear the house down.
Yeah.
Like AWS did last year for Hungary. They were incredible live. I think Iceland will do the same thing again.
Yeah.
I do have to say, because obviously I think did you come to it last year? Or?
Now I went the year before in the Melkweg. When it was in the Melkweg.
In a smaller venue.
Oh,
Smaller venue.
I thought, what city is that?
Yeah,
Small
well,
venue. I
honestly,
went there like 3 years ago. That was the last time I went to Eurovision concert. But now in AFAS, I'm really curious because it's a bigger venue.
Yeah.
More people can come in. So I'm really curious because the acts now really can come over. Big shows. And
I'm excited. Who are you looking forward to, right, especially today? Do you have like a favorite, like, oh, I really want to see
I'm
that
really
one?
curious to see Duncan Lawrence because he already done a lot on radio station shows in the Netherlands, but I haven't heard him the studio version singing it live. So I'm really hoping that he's going to sing the studio version tonight. And of course, my big darling. Wait to see.
Look what she got! She got a Grease promotional CD.
I'm also hoping for her.
Yeah,
We
she's...
haven't seen her live for her.
Now, a lot of the acts we're gonna get live.
Yeah,
That's
so
really
I'm really
good.
curious about her.
Yeah,
Of course, Iceland, yeah.
I mean, everyone's looking forward to Iceland. For better or worse, I guess.
Iceland.
Iceland.
Yeah, so that is really exciting, and we're gonna have 28 acts, at least 28 of the 2019 acts. I think they have a few guests. They have Germany 1982, Nicole, who won the contest, and somebody else. Who else? Dan International
Yeah.
is going to be here
And
as well.
don't forget, Sineke.
Yeah, but I think she's the
Sineke is also-
pre-show.
Sinica, who is she again? Oh, just
I
Shalali,
actually-
Shalala,
Shalala.
Shalali. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic? Question mark?
I mean, it's a classic for better or worse.
For better
but
or worse,
Yeah.
right?
people know it.
Yeah, people remember it.
Definitely, yeah.
Let's answer a few questions.
Okay, sure.
What do you think about Scotland in Eurovision Choir of the Year?
I don't really follow that.
I don't follow that either. Anyone
But I
follow
will follow
that?
it tonight.
I think the way that it's going, it's going to end up that all 4 countries of the UK will probably be separate in Eurovision at some point. Which
The full
I'm
Eurovision
not
as
really,
well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a fan of it, but it happens in football, it happens in sport, it happens elsewhere. So I guess that's the way it's going to go. And obviously, the Scotland who knows, might be an independent country itself anyway in a couple of years.
Oh gosh,
true.
don't even get me
But
started.
I'm not going to go into that, obviously. That's still Eurovision.
Well, it's like with Wales, I guess. They did a junior Eurovision already this year, and they
still came last.
Yeah, well, they
Keep
probably
it
did it
But
to.
Kazakhstan did a great job. So.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, we probably see more UK countries going into Eurovision on its own.
So, yeah. We're going to start our own little voting block, so none of us are going to finish last anymore.
No.
So, yeah, look forward to that, Europe. We're going to take you by storm. Yeah.
With all the great music.
England is the new Russia.
Do they even have that many X Factor rejects over there? Or?
Oh, there's enough.
Yeah, plenty. They're everywhere. That's everywhere. And people are asking.
We'll find someone.
Yeah, people are asking if we interviewed Duncan. Not today. We deliberately, I wouldn't say skip him, but put him lower down because we're in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. There is so much Dutch media, so much attention. The line was insane. He is going to be in London next week, and so will I. So I will talk to him then. So we had to make same with Spain. We okay, we're gonna talk to Miki. I would say Miki next week as well because you can only do you have 2 hours.
Yeah, you get more time in London to speak to the acts.
Twice as much time, 4 hours to do interviews, which is nice. Doesn't mean all the acts are going to be there for 4 hours, but at least you're going to have way more. So that's why we decided, hey, let everyone else waste time on that. It's not waste time because it's sung, but just because the line was just ridiculous. So that's why we. So there are not really a whole lot of news happening right now in Eurovision. Is there anything? Oh, the only shout out to ABBA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Waterloo. 45 years ago, they won. And we're happy still with it. I'm still singing the song every day.
I know, that's
happy.
the most famous song, and they're going to release new music in a few months.
Yes.
I'm like,
that's
I
very
almost
exciting.
cried when as a child, I was like, what? I was born after they disbanded, right? So I was never had that thing, like, oh my God, they released new music. And now that we all get, it's like weird. My mom listened to that music, right? And
My mum loves ABBA.
Yeah.
I used to I sort of secondhand listen to it all the time growing up. I'm not personally a massive fan of ABBA.
Yeah, me neither. But
my second name is Waterloo, almost.
It'd be interesting to see what their new music's like.
definitely,
Yeah.
a lot of bands are evolving, and maybe they'll find
I
some.
heard they were working with Hattery on their new album, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they've got a song called Hatred Will Prevail. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think that it's going to be a different approach from ABBA. They're going down the heavy metal route now. So
That would be funny.
yeah.
Hattery
Oh
was
my
so
God.
fun to interview, though. They were so different. And I don't mean different because I'm not going to spoil the entire interview, but one question I asked you now, do you feel as that the song, it's a powerful meaning, right? You have a lot of meaning behind it, and that you'll be able to deliver that message singing in Icelandic? Have you ever considered singing in English at all? And the one guy, the blonde guy's like, nope. English is the language of capitalism. I was like, okay.
I'm offended
Okay,
now.
I'm from America, but I was like, well, I guess I could learn Spanish. We speak a lot of Spanish in California.
Well, you'll have to wait and see the rest of it.
Yes, I'm not going to give you anything else.
Yeah.
Or you're just gonna learn Icelandic.
Have fun in Amsterdam, have some money to have tulip or something. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you very much.
Nice.
I really appreciate it. We just had a few drinks right now because we had to talk a lot. So we all had you had your beer, I had my soda, you had your wine, so we're all feeling way better now.
Yeah, relaxed.
Relax before the show starts, and that is exciting. If you have any questions at ESC United,
Please
I'm
do.
trying to read this because I put down my screen because my battery's almost dead.
Someone got the chat on their phone.
Yeah, I have it. I have.
Read the question.
Yeah, Sneaker Hider asks, whose performance are you looking forward to the most?
You said Iceland.
Iceland.
You said earlier.
Dunkelauwen, Squeeze, Iceland. I think that's really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Iceland will just be incredible, just because they'll tear the house down.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because their song is the best or anything, or
Yeah.
it is good, of course,
Yeah,
but
but it is the
they'll
best,
just be
yeah.
a great act.
I mean, obviously
Yeah.
Iceland. I also agree with Greece. I'm really want to see
yeah, me
her
too, because
perform
we haven't heard
that
it
one.
live yet.
No.
No, is there anyone else that we haven't heard live yet?
Ooh.
Armenia hasn't really performed
No,
it live.
Armenia
Oh, that'll be
hasn't
good
yet.
too.
That'll be an interesting one to
Yes.
see.
Yes.
Yeah. And Albania could be really.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
After the revamp as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Really
Yeah.
curious to see how that will turn out.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Hungary 2018 or Iceland 2019?
What?
Hungary 2018 or Iceland 2019? That's difficult for
Yeah.
me.
Oh.
That's cruel.
Yeah.
I think
They're different
Can I
songs.
say both?
Yeah, I also love.
Yeah, they're very different.
Yeah.
I will withhold my judgment until I see the final
Yes.
Yeah,
staging
maybe
as well.
that's it.
Because it just.
I mean,
just because
Iceland,
it's more
Iceland's
hard.
more of an act, so it's a total different thing. Hungary was just like a humble metal group just singing or just doing their thing.
Yeah.
And Iceland was just an act in total.
Yeah, but I'm just looking only to the songs. I think I prefer Iceland more this year than Hungary. But they were both a really refreshing thing in the contest. So yeah, I love both.
Yeah, it's
they're
definitely-
both great for the diversity of the contest.
Yeah.
We really need entries like at least
Yeah.
one a year just to get people talking.
Yeah.
Definitely.
People are asking how big the crowd is tonight. Do you know how many people for the
Oh.
event?
It's 4,500
Yeah,
something
yes.
like that.
4,500. That's actually a big
It's
crowd.
actually, I've heard it's actually bigger than the pavilion in Tel Aviv, but I
Yeah?
don't know how true that
That
is.
can't be because the
This
pavilion
venue?
they have like
No, it's
7,000
a little
tickets.
smaller.
Is it?
Yeah, we have at least
'Cause
7.
that's the wrong way around of doing
I
it.
think
Yeah.
I think the
Okay,
max
so-
capacity is 7,000 here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and I think they have at least 7,500 in Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
And they probably have more standing room, so that increases the
Yeah.
numbers as well.
Yeah.
So it's going to be bigger, but it's still a small venue.
It's a massive venue for a preview show.
For the preview show, it's
Yeah.
massive. Yes.
It's gonna be bigger than us.
Did they sell out in the end? I don't even know if they sold out the tickets here, but they did in the past. In London, I mean, that's a small one. That
It's
one
like a
sold out
cafe,
like.
yeah.
But it's a beautiful cafe. I'm looking. Have you been in there?
No,
It's
not
beautiful.
personally, no.
Okay. What other questions do we have? I missed a super chat.
Yeah, you missed a super chat.
Oh
No,
God, Matt, you're
sorry.
such an
I am
amateur.
so sorry.
No, I only
Can you
saw
scroll-
one.
I only saw
I'm
one.
looking at it, but I'm only seeing one.
Well, if we only saw one, if we did it, it's not personal.
No.
It's just there's so many things
Yeah.
happening right now.
Yeah.
There are people driving around on bikes,
Yeah, but
kids
you got
playing with
tulips,
balls.
so that's the only
Yeah.
one I
Yeah, the
saw.
tulips. Yeah. Thank you though for that super
People are
chat.
just looking at us like, what the
Yeah.
hell are these guys doing?
Yeah, I wish
Totally
you- I wish you
understandable.
could see
Yeah.
what we can see right now.
Yeah. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
The Dutch people are not really used to
Oh.
live streaming
Yeah.
and that thing.
Someone pointed out, and we talked about during our little,
Yeah.
drink. Switzerland passed Russia in the odds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's now Netherlands and Switzerland.
Yeah.
I never expected
What a
that.
top
No,
two to have in
No,
your
Yes.
but I expected because Russia was always like on front because Sergei Lazarev, it's just Sergei Lazarev. And when the song came out, I was like, okay, it's okay, but I'm still missing something. So I was surprised that it still was high in the odds when it came out. And now I think Luca is really. I like Luca, and he's really good entertainer. And I think because we already seeing stuff, I didn't, but I'm actually excited to see him tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
I was
as we
forgot
found
it.
out today, he's so down
Yeah.
to earth as well, and really nice.
Actually-
He's full of
But
energy.
to be honest, I'm thinking that when Sergei will do his dress rehearsal, he will come above here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When we see
I
the
think it's
stage.
going to be
Yeah.
switching around.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right because with Luca, with the start of the song even, right? I interviewed him earlier. I'm not going to say what we talked about, but I mean, he was a ball of energy.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's infectious. I was just like trying to I got more energy because of him. He
He
actually.
had to move the camera at times.
We actually had to, he was walking around,
Like
like, stay
sprint.
here.